I see you through my nose marks, actually.
Plus your shades.
I'm not wearing shades. You know, Socrates, when they juju him, they took his spectacles off. He went to the studio, he went blunt, and they carried his spectacle on his head. It was there. You think it's easy to be part of a political party with your mouth? See how I'm struggling with the nose mask. Please, let's continue the nose mask, because this issue of coronavirus, if you die because of coronavirus, it's a foolish death.
His name is Reverend Castilson George Olu.
Coronavirus is the cool.
You change your shoes today.
Yes.
Yes.
Shoe boy. You know, when I took the shoe today, I look at the map and I remember the late ex-president Jerry John Rawlings. He told me, when you see a map of a shoe like this, you should have a decision as a woman. So look at my shoe and have a decision.
And what decision am I supposed to have?
I say have a decision.
No, I mean, what kind of decision am I
Look at the shoe, gaze at it. The Holy Spirit will transfer statement into your tongue. Don't say it, leave it. At 11, say it. So you are scared.
Happening.
You say what?
Nothing is happening.
Oh, but you there, what will happen? Look, these children, we are dealing with them. Be careful who we are dealing with. These girls who were raised in the UK and not in Ghana, their lifestyle is not like
who was raised in the UK?
So you are a Ghanaian actually?
Have I told you before that I was raised in the UK?
Okay, sorry. I mean, she was not raised in UK. Mama pa brochi akwa money abre. Get in the tea. Because so you get anywhere. Rosalie,
Reverend Castilson John Luton, welcome. How are you today?
I'm just like the ginger chips. Yesterday was Founders Day. I went to a place to go and sell. So please buy some. It's doing magic now. Now I don't even know what to say. People, and those of you people, somebody tried doing it at home. It didn't work.
Oh yeah. A lot of people.
I think kind of correct. We make 20 Only me say, so how is this thing done? Then there's the thing I didn't work. So then go.
Okochi sugar. You try ginger the boo. Share machine when you.
Hey, Garafo. We are brother you for Jimmy for.
Eh, no.
Obia ya dear Tom. Who could ye be? Ahe. What's it? It's a same time you young grant you. How is it done? Trade secret.
When him so Jaisa.
I got a family chair. I'm going to be Rosalie.
Yes.
I'm very serious about something, and by the grace of God, I hear Yashua Snigatu talking about it. By the way she's putting it, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
Which one?
You see, in this country of ours, yesterday was Founders Day, and we thank God for the predecessors who laid down their lives for us, and today, because of their lives, we are enjoying Ghana. Unfortunately, the current generation, we will not lay down our lives. We have refused to lay down our lives. We fight everything that is there. I mean, it's right to have a democratic mindset. But for the first time in the history of Ghana, to be precise, in our fourth republic, all the presidents we've had are Christians, yes or no?
That's true.
And it is believed that 75% of these people in the country are Christians. Mm-hmm. The biggest religious monarchy or that you can see with a 15,000 capacity sitting, it's not a Christian church. It's currently the mosque that was commissioned by His Excellency the President for the Muslims, built with support from the Turkish. So right now, very soon, the Muslims will not even go to the Independence Square to do Allahu Akbar, Allah. They won't do it anymore.
Okay.
Because they have a place to meet.
Okay.
Do you have a place to converge in this country? We go to the Independence Square. Otabe, Duncan Williams are fighting for the Independence Square and the stadium. So when we need a place to release the anointing, we go and release at the Independence Square. Then one Christian man wakes up to say, when I have the seat, I will build a temple for the Lord, which is the cathedral. It doesn't make him a good president. It doesn't make him a bad president. It makes him a Ghanaian who is a child of God.
Okay.
Now everybody goes on social media with 2 cities credit, 1 city credit, and they are insulting. God will punish them. Tell them.
You have said it. I won't tell them.
Because you see, the challenge is that if you are bitter about somebody, be careful that you don't kill yourself with the person's bitterness. That's my issue. Nana the Dankwa building the temple for what does he doesn't, Nana the Dankwa has not arrived yet. In life, no president finds himself or herself in the destination that she wants to be. If you become a president, you are transiting. This is not your destination. And in life, If you don't take care to waste more time, waste resources in your transition, you will delay your destination because your destiny is relying in your destination.
Okay.
Your transition doesn't give you destination. It is through your transition that you find yourself in your destination so you can recover your destiny. When the man is transiting, I want to leave a legacy of a temple with a praying wall. You can go and wail to God. Let's pay. You are insulting. Ghana, my policy is that nobody is forcing anybody in this country to pay 100 Ghana cedis or more for the Nado. Take your money and eat. Chase girls, smoke weed, eat whatever. We don't care. But once you will pay, shut up. The one is going to MPP. The one is going to NDC. This is not a political edifice. It's not a campaign machinery. The man said he will build. Whether you contribute, you don't contribute. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president, he will build a cathedral.
Okay.
Because the way he has graded down the place, the fight he went through to have the plot, oh no. So the rest of you who will pay, take your money. Okay. But those of us who are ready to pay, don't worry yourself. Please, next week Friday, because of all these shaggy reasons, I don't want to do the 797 hash 797 star 797 hash. I don't want to do it. I want to go and give my money direct. I'm paying for my children. Envelope. Oh, the office is the secretariat is at the protocol office.
What about your receipt?
I don't. What do I need receipt for?
Okay.
The Bible says in the book of Exodus chapter 25 verse 1 and 2, Moses tell the people to bring their offerings willingly to build a temple for me. So it is about building the temple. So anybody watching me, if you want to also go and contribute, don't waste your energy if you can't go. Because of COVID, I don't want plenty of people, but I want plenty of envelopes. Give me 100 Ghana cedis like this. We'll write your name behind it. The secretariat will take it one after the other. Nah, Kwebi. Nah, baby, nah, Lontebi. We are paying one after the other to support, and monthly we'll do it.
Okay.
So wherever you are, we are going to pay. Nana Addo Dankwa will build the temple for the Lord.
Okay. All right.
Those of you who will build.
As you're paying, don't forget that Prayer Palace is also building. And
I don't care about it. Let me tell you the truth from my heart. I don't care.
The place
take my word. I don't care.
The place that you sit.
I don't care. No, I don't care. I don't care. No, I don't care.
Okay.
I have built too many temples for too many Christians.
Okay.
There is no converging point for us in this country. And somebody says, I will build it. He has the land. What's your problem? You are saying we need hospitals. Why didn't you use your churches to build hospitals? If hospitals are important. No, Komabi. I don't want to get there. You can build your church. Otame can build his cathedral. Prayer Palace can build what they want to build. It's none of my business. I'm saying we are building a national cathedral for Ghana. It will improve our religious tourism. You can, instead of you traveling to Israel to go and hold on the wall, and blah, 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 we are going to do one in Ghana. Go there and pray, and my money will be part of the place.
Okay.
Contribute to it.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know your money will be part of.
Oh yes, if you want to pay, I will not force you to pay. But
you can't force anybody to pay. You can only say.
But you think I'm a fool to force you? Someone like you to come and pay?
Have I even told you my stand?
No,
why are you even bringing?
No, but who say I'm going to force you to pay?
Why are you bringing me this?
What we finish?
You know what my mindset is?
I am taking 100 Ghana cedis from you.
From who?
To go and pay.
Okay. The topic for today, we are talking about the role of stepchildren.
I will force you to pay. You will pay. Rosalie will pay.
We need to know
your husband will pay.
That stepchildren
you will pay for your child.
Play in the lives of their step-parents or step-parents in the lives of their stepchildren. Reverend Castle George Lutrot is here to talk about our topic for today.
What were you saying?
Stepchildren and step-parents.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and thank you to Bodyline Clothing for my outfit. And Mr. Young for my pointed shoe.
It's nice.
Thank you very much. When you say it's nice, it's nice. And when you say it's ugly, it's ugly.
Pointed shoe.
But you see, I asked you, gaze at the shoe. You refuse. Now when I say pointed, you want to correct it. Please. Please. Yeah, keep your French. Let me speak my Spanish. Gonna be.
This looks more like a dog mouth.
It looks like what? It looks like what?
A dog mouth.
What?
Dog mouth.
So whose dog mouth is this? I ask you, guess at the thing and have imagination. You just connect them and shoot your husband. You tell me this is a dog mouth.
I didn't say. I say it looks like.
What? It looks like me.
Maybe it's not a dog mouth.
Have you met such a dog mouth before?
This is
okay, quick down. You are laughing and smiling. You see, you are just reminiscing and thinking about the last time you saw the dog mouth. Oh, Nanoko. Nacho.
I don't have a dog.
You say?
I don't have a dog.
Rosalie has confessed finally I know her very well. When she's speaking slowly about things, good morning. Stepchild. Stepchildren.
The role of stepchildren.
We are talking about the role of you, the step. We've been speaking about how a stepmother should behave with stepchildren. We've also spoken about how a stepfather should behave with stepchildren. Now we are coming to you, the stepchildren. Most stepchildren are branded to be witches and wizards.
Is it not rather the step-parents?
Oh, you call your stepmother a witch. She calls you Bayfo. You see, when people tell you are a witch, it's not painful. Like, hey, Bayfo. It goes into your yeah. You see,
it hits you hard.
It hits you hard because yeah. Especially if you meet a girl. Yes, that's why it pains. But witch is too romantic. It's like a sexual term. So when you are calling your stepmother a witch, calling your stepfather a wizard, unfortunately, they see you to be one. So they go to church and put your name on the altar for you to manifest. But I'm saying here that we brand all stepchildren as witches. Why? Because their presence in our home gives us a picture of where they are coming from.
Right. Let me take a break on this note. And when I come back, we will talk more into details with it. So stay with us.
Nice. You see why I wanted really to finish my social issue before he goes back for it.
Well, please, tissue.
The issue is that as a stepchild, you have a policy. Thank you very much. In case I start coughing, God bless whoever bought it for me. If you give a cup of water to a man of God to drink, your life will never ever be the same again. He will pay the 100 Ghana cedis for giving me water. Now,
who paid the 100 Ghana cedis?
Come again.
Why did you 100 Ghana?
I'm going to be 100 Ghana cedis.
Why,
because I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray for him. We'll build a cathedral. I hear. So being a stepchild, Rosalie, I don't know if you have a friend who has ever been a stepchild before. I don't know if you have an encounter with somebody who has been a stepchild before. Or I don't know if you have befriended a sensible or a bleeding, hurting stepchild before. When you get close to a stepchild, you hardly find stepchildren telling you their stepmother is good.
Oh, hardly. Okay, I like the word hardly. It's not like they don't say it, but hardly.
Usually, people you hear them saying their stepmother is good are people who are grown up and they are big girls now or they are big boys now.
But the younger ones never say it.
The same people, when they were young in the house of their stepmother or young in the house of their stepfather, they never saw how important their stepfathers or their stepmothers were. But unfortunately, when they left and started living on their own, that is where they recognized the fact that whatever the stepmothers did to them, which they thought were wickedness,
is actually a blessing,
was a blessing. And most of them are looking for the opportunity to go and bless their stepmothers. Rosalie, you have to have an attitude to live as a stepchild. And as we started with all the family people, your mother is not in a marriage, but your father is. Immediately your mother is not in a marriage and your father is. That woman there is called Sister Rose. She's not your mother. So you are her stepson or daughter. Under no circumstance will you sleep one day and wake up and the Holy Ghost has turned that woman in the house to your mother. Any pastor who can do that has a brain damage. And will collect money from you to buy bottles of oil so that they will transform your stepmother into your mother.
It's not possible for it to happen.
It can be. It's not everything that is possible for God to do. Because the woman there, in her heart, has never ever prayed to God, may I become the mother of this stepchild. Because being a mother to a stepchild and transforming to become the child's original mother is murder. Some children, like I began saying there, Rosalie, they can beat the hell out of you.
Children will beat you.
Who share with that?
Debbie.
Oh, I don't know, but you are so young. And the Lord can do a lot of miracles in your life.
I don't even want to see it.
And one of the miracles will be like you come and find a man like me marrying those 2 girls I have. They will put pepper in your wig. And they will put it back where it is.
And you wear the pepper, the wig.
You just come and wear the wig and here. Silly.
Nkolani bi nkola boni.
Dear ma kolani ya kola boni unkomo ni be die no. So that's here.
Welcome back. If you just joined us, you are not too late. We are streaming live on Facebook, which is TV Africa GH. So you can go on our Facebook page and watch it. Make sure you hit the share button for everybody on your timeline to enjoy it as well. I'm here with Reverend Castonson George Luttrell, and we are talking about a topic that we've been treating for a while now. But this time around, it turns around. Well, the role of a stepchild is in the lives of the step-parents. And he's telling us how it all happened. So, Reverend Castonson George Luttrell, we ready to go?
Thank you very much. Good. So, Rosalie, like I said before we went, being a stepchild must seriously be known by you that you are a stepchild.
Okay.
And you are a stepchild either from the mother's side or from the father's side. So, as you watch me this morning, which side are you coming from? There is a side where you are coming from, you have power. There's a side that you are coming from, you are limited. When you are a stepchild to your mother, you are limited in the house.
Explain.
If your mother gets married, that is where recognition of being a step comes in. If your father gets married, that is where recognition comes in. When your father has a promising girlfriend, shitolo ayenashi kla ke ejo ebajesa. It means if there's a lady who keeps coming, your father keeps sleeping with her, and she's doing, hey, more, have you finished going to school? Those are not wives. They came for sex. Mommy, they are not your mother. But I'm saying, if your father can have the boldness in heart to go and marry again after your wicked mother disciplined him, then you become a stepchild. If your mother, after all the curses, and mama, and we shall buy you, who shall bema, no, say, she has from, when a small church from a gas and your when we shall bema, one house, your bema be on your show. When bema your truth for all men are liars and all women make up. Okay, we are lying, yes, but what have you made up? The day you clean your makeup in the room, were you lying or speaking the truth?
Oh, please. Makeup is
because but no be enough here for food, no fear boy can no go some show sagweda. No to my makeup, probably no to enjoy to name me. Even that I didn't say it's a lie, it's a makeup. So women, when you are lying, when women are lying, women they are making up. So keep on making up. Use a concealer. They clean their face and you count spot of pimples. Nothing. We don't say it's a lie, it's a makeup. So you have decided not to marry because men are liars. Why? Because when this guy impregnated you, yes, there's a story behind it. But now you have overcome it after watching TV Africa, you want to get married. Go ahead and marry again. But as you're going, you are going with excess baggage. You have 3 children with 3 different men. 2 known, 1 unknown. Or 2 unknown, 1 known. Or all the 3 unknown. It's suggestive.
Why all the 3 known? Why are you not saying all the 3 known?
Usually, if you have 3 children with 1 man and they didn't marry you, it is so hurting. That your first child you call a mistake. The guy pampered you. Second one, mistake. Third one, etonibi ake afehini. O se anya so kwa mi wade o. Yesi uju suffer akwa na egbu ewura o ya lintia. That nonsense. When you are making a mistake in bringing forth children in the wrong place, then they tell you, I don't want to have a child here, and we have a child here, because they say if you urinate in one place, then it foams. My sister, if there is speed in your urinating to it foams. Just what the pan, just what the qua, and then they are like Joseph Aqua, the Buru. What for Jimmy for Bay would tip. And a bear money Jimmy, the guy is maltreating you. You are waiting to be killed. And you're saying, yes. They say if you will give back in one side, I don't have children here. I don't have children here. So I'm staying with this one wicked man so that he will use my private part to produce the same children. Are you watching the way the life of the man is, that the future of the children are bleak? They are ugly because of your decision. So that is why you have been saying now you've decided to have children. And before they come for marriage, do you know what they tell themselves? Me ma ye ma dey say me ye adwuma hwe me that chinti. You are a fool to say this from your mouth. Any woman who opens the mouth and say that men are nothing, I'm going to work hard to take care of my children, you are a fool with no excuse.
Oh,
yes.
What do you want her to
You
say?
hate your children. They are the type of women who will destroy the future of their children in future. Because in this life we are living, my sister, I say, don't ever waste your resources in your transition, because your destiny lies in your destination. You have not arrived yet. Choice of words. Ushia bema papa. Obi na wu nkola 3 wakushia sikeni bema. Ye fa ne market. Otika ne front ye say tena se go di dwambra no wa say si form na market ho.
Okoye dey.
Say she's not used to sitting.
No,
she's not used to sitting in the car and they're going to buy for her. She's used to walking to the market and sitting on a short chair. Madam, now it is changed. She wakes up in the morning and she's rushing to go to the kitchen to prepare meal for the man he has married. Before she wakes up in the morning, the food on the table is not just for the husband, it's for both of them. She didn't dream about it. But watch it. All the statements she made concerning men, all of a sudden, it starts playing back to her. So watch what you say because you have children. Now, when you carry this baggage, this load to the husband's house, they become stepchildren to the man. So the position of stepchildren is either to the man or to the woman. When a man brings a child home, the child is a stepchild to you, the woman. When a woman brings a child home, but remember, one has power, one has limitation. When a man, I'm in my house and you bring a child to my house, your child has limitation. Because the ordinary din or the benkum neji meba wale mamba bashe. Keep that in your head. I came to marry you. And hear me, young woman watching me. Anytime you have children you want to marry again, always think that you are not looking for a caretaker for your children. You're looking for a husband. That's the mistake most of you are doing. They want to find a man who can align with their child. If you want to marry and you have a child and a man walks into your life and they love your daughter, they love your son, you are doomed forever.
How?
Your marriage will never work.
Why?
Because you see, they push your attention onto your loving mistake. They make you glorify your mistake. And out of your mistake, you really invite them. So you are thinking that they are interested in your mistake. But immediately your mistake will become your mistake because it is not our mistake.
So how does it become your mistake? If the person is showing.
No, this is your daughter.
The person loves your child.
I say any man who walks into your life and wants to marry you, and the reason is the center of the child you are having, your marriage will never work.
Why?
It will collapse because once I am walking to you, I am here because I love you, Rosalie, and not the thing you are carrying. This is not my burden. I don't care. I know you have a child. But if me, I'm coming to the marriage with my children, where's your child's father? Ask yourself, where's your child's father? Are you looking for somebody to pay your fees, the fees of the child?
No, but the point you made earlier, when
the man is in love with your child, your marriage will never work.
Why?
Because the interest should be you and not her or him.
Okay, but the man can love all.
Love all?
Yes.
Now why am I loving you and loving your daughter? For what?
Okay, so
love my dog is a pet.
If the man loves all, there's a problem.
Why is he loving all?
I'm asking you.
Yes, there's a problem. Why is he loving all?
Okay.
Either the man himself cannot produce his own, or the man is entering into the marriage and he knows that he's sterile, he can't produce children. So there are men who want to marry and they know clinically they can't have their own children. So they want to come and love you with your children.
But there are some people out there who love the children and they still have children.
You see, Ronley. Fidichi abu adi sunku eja nso ani sunku enya nchi ni de ni sunu ya echina te se obekawo enti ye tu momonefo a Me e ka che jama say ye ntufo. Fare. O ma me ewu. Na wo say wada na Yesu benya ne no am me emfa me ho. Wo sha ase wo su, obi beji me o. Ye be so amboa wo. Me say wo kwa wade na de abrante be twempla. E na de bi oba, where's Kweku? Where's Junior? Come. Na de bia no.
Which one is Junior?
O say.
Which one is Junior?
O say mpempi no mbema ne hye monye nsan na omo jama. Mo de omo papa position eto nkola so mo ye mbema. Junior. Mumu nke Junior o Junior. Ase mo yusu jin no. Oya wonti Junior. Junior wo he. O papa afro mmenya wale o. Me ya kola no papa. Sa we na akata kola ndra wo me. Na me feel so mommy, is that my father? No, he's the one who I'm going to get married to. So I want to, he likes it so much. And they told me go to Okra, no, on your phone call. Hello, George. It's not me. Junior want to talk to you. Hello, uncle. When are you coming here? My homework is here. Mommy say you're going to somewhere, so you can't pass here for me to do my homework. Will you come? You are calling me through your child. So you build a bond between me and my stepchild, thinking that is what will make a marriage work. Forget it. Forget it. I'm saying, if you are bringing a stepchild to the marriage and you realize that your marriage home is not solid enough, let the child continue living with your grandmother.
Until
let the child live with whoever he wants to live with. Never bring the child to that house.
So then you don't have a connection with your child.
As a woman, it's better for you not to bring your child to that house. As a man, bring your child to that house.
No, so wait. So then how do you build a connection with your child?
You and who?
You.
But don't you have connection with your child?
No, but if you've taken your child to your parents.
So if me.
How do you build a bond?
No, if I'm your child and I leave you, does it mean we have no connection? Do you know where the connection coming from?
Depending on the age you live.
You think that the presence is the connection?
No, depending on the age you live.
Your presence is not the connection we are discussing. That time when you say connection, so who have no child, you have no connection with your child. When I can't tell you.
No, wait.
The connection is that you are my mother, and that is the connection. Agbena. Sitting with me every morning, and I don't have any love for my mother because when my mother gave birth to me, I saw her only when I was 10, 15, and after 20 years of my life, I've not seen my mother again. So we don't have motherly connection. Now, what connection? Who gave birth to you? What connection are you looking for? You wake up in the morning, I put you on my lap. Baby, careful, in my mommy, like, is that the connection? Spoiling the children of the season. So when I'm not home as a father and I'm roaming, I'm working, you tell the children, as for your father, I don't know. Then me, I'm in town. My wife will pick a phone and let my child call me. Hello, daddy. What time are you coming? We want you to come before we sleep. That is a disrespect to your husband. Why? Because we need to have connection with them. What is connection? Don't the children know I'm their father? So don't make that mistake. That thing that you are doing right now in this country and the world, and you should have a connection with your children. You have to have time with them and sit with them. Hey, I have breathed into my children. Whether I am there or I am not there, they carry my presence.
Carrying your presence is not the same as having that kind of connection.
Oh, so what connection are you looking for?
So can you sit down with your
Watch
children and
watch it, Joseph. As young as he was, Bible says that your grown-up men will see dreams. Your young ones will see vision. When the father loved him as a son at old age and gave him a robe of many colors, he began to dream like an old man because he was an old man's child. Don't wait to sit down with your child. Because of your child, you can't travel to Abrochi. There's an opportunity for you to travel. But your wife is saying that, and opportunity. Really, you see our problem. So I'm saying that even bringing a stepchild to the house in the first place.
So if you have children and your children will struggle.
Struggle in what way?
So you leave the children.
No, you struggle in what way?
Wait. Even if you don't have anybody to really take care of the kids.
Who is anybody? Am I not married? What's the position in my life? What is the position in my life?
No, if there's a difficulty, because there's not
Define difficulty. My wife is there.
Wait.
I am waiting.
Wait.
Come, let me ejaculate.
It's not about your wife not being there.
But what?
Okay. Maybe there's actual challenge in the home.
What challenge? Give me 4 examples of two.
Give you 4 examples. Challenge is challenge.
What is challenge?
Everybody and their challenges.
But challenges are not there.
If the person is saying that, if the person is saying to you,
don't travel.
Wait, if the person is saying to you that don't travel, but there's no challenge, that's difficult.
No, don't travel because of what?
It's actually a challenge.
Is it your money for the ticket? I am actually selling your 3 bags to buy ticket. Hey, Rosalie, I say, don't waste your energy in your transition.
With the children.
Focus in your destination, because that's where your destiny lies. This woman is the reason why the children and her jamming kwanin koleya. What happened? I mean, hey, Bema, and a visa bow passport move 5 years, Jimmy. Jimmy, Jimmy, no medical the children. Hey, my sister, I'm saying that. Connection with the children. So you are here wasting your energy. So you too, you want to get married and you want a man who will have connection with your child before you marry. Are you serious? If you marry me and I tell you there's a policy in my house, I know you have a child. I love you, Rosalie, I want to marry you. But I don't want the presence of your child in my house. Am I wrong?
Yes.
What makes me wrong?
Why don't you want the presence of my child?
That is my negotiating power with you.
Then don't marry me.
So then you can't be qualified.
Exactly.
So you can't agree
Don't marry me.
So watch yourself. Your whole life is that I want a man that will marry me and will love my dog. So when you come to me and you don't show love to my child, you are not qualified to marry me. My sister, you will grow old and you will die older. And your
Don't jeopardize your or not. Yes, it doesn't matter. Your child comes first. That's your blood.
No, your child comes
first. That's
no woman has a child. Are you aware?
Huh?
No woman has a child. Are you aware?
It doesn't matter.
So in the end of the day,
no woman has a child, but it's
so what's the problem?
Oh yeah.
Look at you. You are growing old.
Because of name.
Why? Because you are looking for somebody to take care of the child.
Go in there choosing a man over your children. Your children are your children. Your blood. They will always be your children.
Unfortunately, let me correct you scientifically. No woman has anything in you in any of your child.
Says who?
Not says who. You can decide.
I said says who?
No, go and check it. Scientifically proven.
That's what.
That's why we don't do maternity. We do what? Paternity. Why? Because the child's chromosomes.
We don't do maternity. We do what?
Paternity.
Paternity. It's because I carry the child in my womb.
And when you carry, there's nothing. When you give birth to the child,
you don't need to do any.
No. Rosalie, you are just a chamber for collection.
We have just a few minutes to go, unfortunately.
No, but you see, few seconds to leave. I just established the fact that women are carrying my child, and you are dying and crying because of your child. And because my child, you can't even get access for a man to marry you. Hear me while I'm saying that. If the reason for a man to love your child so you can agree for marriage, now so baby be more abrabom. Where is the father of the child? That today, the child has become the stumbling block. You can't go for parties. Are you serious in life? I am coming into the marriage and have children as a man. The children are with me. I'm being responsible. Their mother is free, enjoying life, still has connection with the children. Why you? And you are using these children as an excuse. Not to, what do you mean? I say, I love you, girl, I want to marry you. But I want us to have peace of mind. So let your child be with the father, or let your child be with your grandmother, and we'll enjoy it. They can't live in this house. I want us to live in just a 2-bedroom house. The two of us. They can visit.
Rosalie
now, Obi Pemasem Padia, didn't the councillor literate. A fable tanshi okwe. Ebufu di chron me BBC now friend Rosalie first no one far friend 0277 609 644 what's in our 0277 609 644 me make a cram any age e to ginger chips why we wake a cram po we follow baba for we say after everything, but take it serious that in this life we're living, it is not a joke. Don't let your child, which is a step, destroy your destiny.
Unfortunately, we don't have enough time. So his name is Reverend Pastor George Lutrod. Thank you so much for watching the show. Hopefully, we'll bring it back next week and we'll continue with our conversation.
Oh my God!
On the role of stepchildren in the lives of stepparents.
Oh my God!
You can go on his Facebook to continue with the show. The Facebook page is Councillor Lutrod. There's a Reverend there?
No, I don't put Reverend there. Yeah, Reverend Councillor Lutrod.
Just go on his Facebook to continue. But enjoy the rest of your day. I love you so much and take care. My name is Rosalie Felly. Bye.
Rosalie, you don't understand it.
You see MD Femi, but they ain't to 9.
The most important thing is that
Samira Befrem said 9.
Rosalie, the issue that we are struggling with and fighting with is that there are so many people who have, one way or the other, lost their opportunity to become good wives. Become good wives because they want a place for their children. I am not against you putting your child in any capacity, but I'm against you, one way or the other, making your child the pivot of your life. Rosalie, yes, you have to go. So as you leave us and go, I will sack Rosalie very soon because she has to leave. Regularly she leaves and go, and I'm still here. But Rosalie, maybe your voice is important for this short message before you clear off from the screen.
Which of the messages there? But
let me say this to you. Like Rosalie was saying, your mind is that the man you are going out with should love your child so you can become the best wife of the man. Don't forget about it. That being the best wife of the man doesn't change the story of having children. Let me see, it's not coming.
Liz, what's happening?
Yes, I think, sorry. So our discussion is straightforward. Being a stepchild, that thing is going to Rosalie, they will say, I don't know. Ghana fire will be. And to be can't there number at a kafra, Mamma de Nina, Conina, Rosalie, the more Kakra Penaka. So the issue is that.
Counselor, let me read and go before they come and call me.
Yes, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. We are reading the comments.
Unfortunately, Rosalie has just a few messages to read. Yes.
Truth, Cherubim Rooney is giving thumbs up. Oh, the messages are gone. No.
Yes.
Kojo says, wow, this is expression. Bismarck says, international counselor. Oh, so all the messages are gone.
Sorry, we are sorry.
So this is all I can read. Unfortunately, I have to leave you. But counselor is continuing with the conversation. He's not done yet. And so I'll say bye for now. And the counselor will be here.
I'll finish. I am here. Yes. Bye for now. It is in for me. Okay. So the most important thing we've been discussing is that being a stepchild, you have a role. Being a stepchild, you have a position. Being a stepchild, you too, you have some duties as you live with your parent, either your father or your mother. You too have a position. And the position is that don't relent being a child. How you come into the house define the way you are behaving. Most of us, in our wildest dream, we think that being a stepchild in your father's house will make you more important than your stepmother. Who born dog? I married the woman because I needed a wife. I actually didn't bring a woman to the house to come and take care of you. So if you think that I will choose you above my wife, forget it. Because that's the mistakes we are doing in life. Most of us, one of the good things that we have learned to do is we have come to a point, the crossroads of our life, that we have chosen the boys, the girls that we brought into the marriage over the women we brought into the marriage as wives. I don't know what is wrong with you. I don't know what has come over you. But what I know is that in your struggling lifestyle, you needed a woman in your life, and you wanted a woman who will become nothing but a wife. A wife and a child are not the same. So as a stepchild, learning how to be a stepchild is one, identify your position as a stepchild. How did you come into the family? There was a discussion. You as a child, you don't know. There was a discussion. Your mother had you. Your father was not present. Your mother had been struggling with you for 10 years, for 15 years, for 20 years, for 5 years, for 12 years of your life. And that is how you have been living with your mother alone as a stepchild. When you were with your mother, there was nothing step about you. When you were with your mother, there was nothing called step. Because between you and your mother, there's no step. You slept on the same bed with your mother. Some of you, even at your age, your mother is in a hurry to go, so you bath with your mother. Some of you at your age, you and your mother, you walk in that single room together naked. Hear me. The life you have lived with your own mother, the life you have lived with your own father, it's not the same life you are going to live in my house when I marry your mother. Your life is not going to be the same in my house. The truth being told, I am not really interested in you. My interest is your mother. And the way I am going to treat your mother, it will cause your mother to enjoy you more. So, being a stepchild, you are a step either to the man or a step to the woman. I want that thing established in your mind. You can be a stepchild to both. Hello there. You cannot be a stepchild to both the man and the woman in that house. You are only a stepchild to one side. So once you are brought into the marriage, a discussion went on. Your mother told your stepfather that I have 2 children. And out of these 2 children, I've been living with them since their father left. Whatever your mother foolishly told your stepfather about who your father is part of the way your father is going to treat you. Your stepfather is going to treat you in that house. So every day I tell you the more once. When I say you don't get it, but I tell you more once. When a man meets you, they want to marry you. Be careful the things you say about the man who impregnated you. Because the way you have stepchildren are in different ways. Maybe you got married fully and the man died. That could be one issue. Not maybe you even got married and the man died. Some of you, the man was genuinely in love with you and you saw the signs written on the wall. He was about to get married to you, and by chance or by mistake or by voluntary sexual intercourse, you gave in for penetration, and all of a sudden, pregnancy came. So you see, your mode of becoming pregnant will always follow the child. So as a matter of fact, the child you are carrying is a child that you have a story written about. So my child has a story. The story has been told to the man. So as you are coming into the marriage, usually when you meet men with children, the stories they tell you about their wives, majority of the things they say, they are just to bring you to have sympathy for their children. The same as the women. So I want to marry you, have 2 children. And the children have different fathers. Tell me that I have 2 children with different fathers. I buy into it. But the fact that you tell me I have 2 children with fathers, 2 different fathers, doesn't mean you are giving the gratitude and the ingratitude of the 2 men. And one man, I went to disco, and whilst we were dancing and singing, I thought it was just a joke. And we had a one-night stand, and after the one-night stand, that has been my life. It's not been well with me again. And looking for him was so difficult. It was just in 2008 that I don't know where God brought him from. He came back again into my life, and now he asked, what is that story for? What is that story for, my dear? Se wodi ukunu dada ho nkomo ana nkwala ne papa ho nkomo papa bi ana boni bi e de kire be ma oba be wale wa be ma ne nya obuo ne do ma nkwala ne hwe won. Se uka kire be ma ne mpo se nkwala ne papa no oyo defo oya ade pa bibia ko yie na wusumenti na ogya wa wale a eno so enko yie ma wo. Oyima de hia ne say shut up. It is not important to give the rundown. Young man, you love me. Thank you so much for loving me. You want to marry me. I am not a single person. I have 2 children already. But I'm no more in connection with their father. But the children are connected fully with their father. This is a wisdom woman speaking who is a husband. I am re-emphasizing this because most of you have regretted marrying the man because the man is not doing what he promised to do with you with the children. I don't need to have connection with my wife's daughter. The girl my wife brought into the marriage, she's enjoying my house because the mother is being a wife to me. I am not her father. I am not. I am not her father. She's the oldest girl in my house, but I am not the father. She is not my daughter. I can't adopt her without the father's rights. There are laws in the country. So look at this foolish man. Because you love your wife, he says, "Akwani papa no, onhwe nti se na ahwe nti no, ebe yanka fa odi ntu abofra no so. Mesira wo pa, se wo pa sa wo ndo me dia. Se wo ndo me se na wo kan dia. Me ma ya wo ba o. Me wo da chi jawa me ni yo hwe abofra ya ma me o. Me do. Bibi happy bi me ya ma ho." For me, may say what they are why, and they cry on your shoulder, and look at how you become Jimmy. It's okay, stop crying. I love you, stop crying. I will add my name to the child's name, and she'll become my daughter too. So you meet a girl in town, she's called Jifakote. Jifakote. Jifalamte. Hey, Alu. Jifalamte. And you ask the child, why are you called Jifa and Lamte? And my father is Lamte. But so every time the child must force to tell people who she is. Don't make the mistake. How do you call the child Abebrese Lutrot? I said none of a party the Abebrese Quating. Penninti only be near to our friend. Yes, you must me and to Abebrese. So you see the child is growing with a new name. Not by documentary adoption. You understand? Because in adoption, your maiden name is still in your documentation. But here is the case by love. Your wife has cried on you. She has used everything, including her vagina, to push you to make a decision. When you are erected and they ask some things, you have nothing to do. So you must say, "Medo." And you want can come in for me, name say me a bema say. Me say, me ide dada na me bema sorry say, now they say about ne tete. What they sorry say, I feel whom I me feel it. The open you now, me ama, go see kwabla. The open you now, me ama, see kwabla. After singing that song, where is it today? And then your ba penny na yamano. A man who does all that a woman in marriage needs, if you do it for the woman, you cause her to lose who she is. She will cause you to eat the forbidden fruit. It's not every request of a wife that must be granted. Hey, Ghana for wefu. A man me fish page no so. Ombeko. Na ukompo amenja kasa. Meka pa. Because there are some requests from wives that will cause you to become wicked in town. Bible says that Jezebel was a good woman, very beautiful, but she requested for the seal of the husband who was a king. Why? Because when they came and the husband didn't eat and was morose and quiet, he says, "My king, what is wrong with you?" He says, "A young man in the other part of the village has a land that I needed the land. He has refused to give me the land." He said, "My king, what is your problem? Eat for me, drink. Just give me a seal of your decree and I will settle you." The wife, he ordered the answer of the wife. And at the end of the day, the man became a murderer because of the wife. It's not all requests of wives that are granted. I said, don't tell your wife everything. Abraham became a child of God and God gave Abraham blessings because he didn't tell Sarah he was going to sacrifice Isaac. Your wife has become the CID of your life. And if they see that your weakness is sex, at every sexual intercourse, they make a request. When you have come, you are just ejaculating. Wait. Say, hi. Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me. Whilst you are pushing hard, go hard. You love me. I love you too. I love you too. Jimmy, you guys are here, Bibiama. On your hair, did you also? And you go here. When they finish and they put their head in between your flat chest, you have no muzzle. When you have a macho, flat chest like my own, and they speak vertical. You see, when they finish, like when they want to weaken you, they put their head on your chest. Even if their hair is smelly, you can't say it. And they speak vertical. honey, honey, I know you love me. And if you didn't love me by this time, we didn't know where I'll be. Forever I am yours. Take me and use me as you wish. Hey, young man, to him. Take me and use me as you wish. Who will go prison? Hey, women can tell you things that times you don't think about it. Before you see you are in jail. Take me and use me as you please. And also now, I hear you, honey. I hear you. I don't know what happened. I didn't meet you first until I met my marriage atta. See how calm and cool you are? Whatever you request for, I will do it. I have no request. What you are doing for me now, I don't know what to say. Every day my mother say you are the best man on earth. Oh, maybe so kind of crap. Some are genuine truth, but it is not to make you fool. Me put the Nancy. Send a last week, mama, is go to your money fees, no. Me fees no kona me bomb patch beside your coupon said, now Ben me ko share. It's okay, we just finished making love. Don't cry. No. Let me cry small. God knows my heart. They do this to you. And the final request is that me go to your Kurani feast no. Many who kakra. Me tia me ensana aka ne de no. Me de me ba ne de no ma na ebisa say ne din the same. Abrantia ne chiro melody and odi ludo to source. And I'm saying, please, madam, no. She is not Melody Lutrot. She is Melody Kobe. Maria Hoye. Eti bisi baby say, nanka how dia. Mame banu chiro wudin fenwie school. Hey! Ujimi no. Baby o dan nti o si me din dia boni be na wo ho. Baby o say how Montro, after all, me and I may shadow. Me fear not. Once we are made a back up, my own dear. And this I will bachelor me dear. Say, hey, massa. Hey, massa. Hey, Nyane, then Yamadi. A tobacco dish will give me a prejudice out here. I promise to my honor to be faithful and loyal to my wife's vagina. Hey, Jaika. Nanka no crap. Maybe I didn't say I'm pledged to wife's vagina because I tried the day. One share our fetch one can send phone. Me say, these are the problems of stepchildren. Your mother will make a negotiation on your behalf that is a wrong negotiation. And as a result of the negotiation, a beginning of a story is written in the house. As a stepchild, you have a role to play. But your role can be played properly in the house depending on your introductory mechanism from your mother or your father. I said in the earlier submission that when you are a stepchild in the house, one of the stepchildren has power, another one has a limitation. Who has the power? The one whose father is in the marriage has power. The one whose mother is in the marriage has limitation. And I will explain the limitation and the power to you next week on the same platform. But today, I want your mother to know, I want your father to know that the way you will behave in the house is dependent on the way they introduce you into the house. The stepchild you are bringing into the marriage, young man, where you live with your mother, when you want to ease yourself, you go and queue and pay. But where your mother is bringing you, we don't queue and pay. You know, there are people who go and pay for public toilets. And because they have paid, even when they are not shitting, they want to delay people to poop on themselves. One thing I'm telling you, we're here, and you go, that's your finuma. Honor can be a public toilet, no. I only say go for Gunechi. Obi to me could 50% so connect. Na papa no this kind of with them koko masa. Me no ogbo. O je ko eti afem no waba. O fa na mpe kolo. Wama hu time ye he. Ni baby en trouble afi abon ma ye be impeko. Be a pa wa amenya me ase no me na ma wa. Aden ti afi be na utua na edi wachi se ye na ne pie. There are people that when they pay for toilet fee, they want to prove to everybody they have paid. Those of you who collect money at the toilet gate, anybody who comes to pay for toilet, see what they are holding. If they are holding newspaper, check the date. If it's a dead news, collect your money from them to go and shit outside. Why? Because they are now, if people are passing to public toilet and they are holding their phone, collect the money from them. Because as they are going to the toilet, they are going to be browsing in the toilet. When you are in a public toilet, you shouldn't be comfortable. In a public toilet, you shit quick for somebody else to come. So this is how you live with your mother. And in that time you are living with your mother, there are times that you use the toilet as an excuse to go and play. Then your mother buys car. Your mother will give you 50 pesos to go and shit out of the house. As you are going to shit, it's a lie. You took the 50 pesos. You want to go and do some shakara in some corner. But here is the case. Your mother is marrying you into a home where you don't take 50 pesos to go and shit. Actually, when you want to shit, you shit in the room. So your life in that house is not the same. When you are living with your mother, there's nothing called breakfast. Actually, when your mother is going to the market, then they give you 15 Ghana cedis. Ke 5 I watch lebine ye mamle je ngela ko I watch. Shone mi banku check e ngene ba fe jiji kan katie wo no. Ke bola kan ke fie e ka bo poku. E bo mini machoja makele hu. Ba ke later na ba ke mba amla ke 5 cedis a he shitolo ya nti agoje. Actually, your life is streamed with 15 Ghana cedis before your mother leaves the house. There are times that they don't leave 15 Ghana. They give you 5 Ghana. And then they point the food to you. Flour ni obi ene tieko. Ni oke komie nye komie ni shwekeye. So actually your life with your mother alone made you semi-responsible. Your mother didn't like the life you were living. Now she has brought you into a new home. In the house of Mr. Lutrot, there's nothing called collect money and go to Antiago for Kokonte. In the morning, it is breakfast. And the breakfast is continental. Actually, if it is not rice water, it is oat with sliced bread. Instead of them giving you the full bread, when they cut the bread in my house, they divide it square like this. So it is 4. But it's not up to tea bread for no yoda. It was actually they don't give you 1 yard tea bread. You see your mother's house? Oh, my God, tea bread kakade. No chiffon. In my house, there is bread and knife. Being a stepchild in the house where your mother has gone to marry a man that they are in love doesn't mean you enjoy. You endure. So your mother's life, the way you live with your mother, the way your mother raised you, the way your mother was feeding you, the way you were able to speak anyhow. In my house, there is a protocol. You are living with your mother. So all the telenovelas you are watching, why? Because the TV and you and your mother were living together. So the remote of your mother's television is your bona fide property. Actually, when your mother comes back from work, you are the one who tells your mother, what happened in my life? What happened in Kukumbaja? Mama, see now call you don't they see it. And I'm kum ye. O kum ye no you kumba. Missy Minyanka, Mama, this is Sunday, your point, so you may feel temperature. So actually, your mother and you are close to the television. In my house, television has a time to be put on. In the new house your mother has brought you, there are rules governing viewership in my house. Hey, How are you going to live in the house as a stepchild? As for this, my topic, I don't think I'll finish before I go to the US and come back. But I want to inculcate this into your mind, that as you are moving and transiting from your mother's house to go into your next transitional period, make sure that you will find your destiny in the house where your mother is taking you. As a young man, your mother is carrying you to go and marry a certain man. Your mother has never had a car before. Actually, it is trotro you sit in every day. When you're going to church, trotro, before your mother will take taxi, then she's late. You know how it is. When your mother is late, ne hour service. Master, you're sorry, saying because she's late. Or your mother is wearing some heels that doesn't want it to go bad. So your life actually in the private car is as a result of a lift. Somebody gave your mother lift from church in the Watalolemi. Your new life in the house of the man your mother has gone to marry is that trotro is unacceptable in the house. There is a driver that will carry you wherever you want to go. When you are with your mother, you don't announce where you are going to everybody. Your mother assumes where you are. Your mother knows where you go. In my new house, everywhere you go, you have to announce. Being a stepchild in the house of a stepfather, I say it's not the same thing like being a stepchild in the house of a stepmother. How do you behave as a stepchild? How do you behave? And the painful thing is that if you're a stepchild that was raised by your grandmother, and because your mother found marriage, she wants to carry you from the village to the new husband's house. It's another story altogether. So your entry requirement, how you are coming into the house as a stepchild, will always define the way you will live in that house. Friend, as I'm talking to your child, the behavior of the child in the house is as a result of the way you introduce the child in the house. Madam, if you can do a reverse, do it. You too who is not married yet, there's a man who wants to marry you. Like Rosalie lied to you. Don't throw your child away. You have held on to your child. And that is why today you are still single. See what you are doing to yourself. You are masturbating. You are putting vibrators in your vagina and shaking it. Your dildo cannot be compared to the penis. You need a man to warm your bed. You need a man to marry you. And you know, the guns on the banana say, so the reason is that say a smart colako munsuo. Na and you know, the go munsuo ne paya, and don't chase a wound munsuo bill. In so far, ban chase a wound munsuo bill. Oima. Sana wawari Yesu ache no, o ma Yesu ho ayefin. Jare na kona ware bema. Ebe ya nka koto awade so na nya wasumdwe. Oba na ade ne fia awade mu ana mpranchum ba ye na abofra na di 15 years. And two person ka chem say 15 years ago bema bia ndi o ana. Won se na de wo twa aye signboard obi aka hwe wa choro de waso de na waso. I mean, is it to go on we go. Sani acho hwe ho. Bema bia ba na we di so ji o go. Hello, obi adi bia go. So ji o go. Hello, ye di bia go. Just because you have decided that I don't want anybody to frustrate my children. So you want to be single. Girl, rise up. Take up your mantle. There is a man who is interested in marrying you. As for the men in US, most of them, when you marry them, they will look good from the beginning when you are doing living and giving them the money. But for some time, they become useless. If a man who is 40 years and above from the US comes to marry you, he is 40 years and has no child. He is 40 years and he has a child and the child is 15. Before you agree to them to marry you, call me on 0277 609 644. Such men, they are burdens in marriage. Yes, you are looking for a man to marry you. But it's not just anything we marry. especially the men from the US and from the UK. When they come from UK and they are 40 years, they want to marry you from Ghana to Abrochiri, think twice. How on earth are they in the UK and nobody wants to marry them? What is their lifestyle? And don't worry, your child is not a problem. Bema catch you say your child is not a problem. Jimmy, either say the court want to mean and now send me one who no poor be neighbor. Young lady, stop saying the things you are saying. I will work hard and take care of my children. I don't need the man in my life. After all, what would the man do for me? I buy my own things. I pay my own rent. Hey, do you fuck your own self? Be truthful to yourself. You are watching me. You see, you are looking at the left side of your bed. Yes, you are watching. Look at the thing lying there. See. You have 13 pillows on your bed. Sign of gnashing. You are lonely. I am so lonely. I got nobody to call my own. You are a prayer warrior, not because you are very, very Christian. You are not too religious, but because you need a man. When your turkey comes, you know turkey. Your clitoris begins to do. Then you put your hand there. Lord, help me in the name of Jesus. I don't want to sin. I said, I don't want this money. May Lord kill the desire. In the name of Jesus, I kill you sexual desire. Hey, Jimmy, no now. When you feel the need for sex, do something. Then you go and take your Bible. Remember, when you open it, then they say, and Solomon kissed. Oh, no. Then you move the Bible, then you go and see another one. And Judas committed suicide. No, devil, get behind me. Me nkumi ho. Metna seo. Na maye wo yebapanye na. Wow. Bible no kura mo say enye reading na bai. What could read in Sons of Solomon? No fear na no. And I say ebony. Who say me bi on hwa na Judas ko share ho akonfo. And you go kun ho na. There are times that's not the things they tell you doesn't work. That when you feel for sex, go and read the Bible. It's not true. Madam, everybody sees you and say you are very beautiful. You have 2 children. The man has not married you. Everybody wants to marry you, but because of your behavior, because of your character, because you want to marry your son, because you want to keep your son to yourself, because you want to make your daughter become who you are. I'm asking you the question. Answer me. Your daughter is 7 years. Your son is 20 years. Your son is 15 years. Will you beat your hand on your chest as a mother and say, ever since the father impregnated you, no other man has seen your pant anymore? Men are having sexual intercourse with you. You are practicing prostitution. If there's a gateway to your vagina, then there should be a gateway to your heart for marriage. Maybe you have never married before. All your children, they are hit and run children. Ayenashi, Asana, one night stand. You didn't know you were even pregnant. The other one's father is in America. And you didn't even know that you were pregnant before he left to America. My sister, it is time now for you to reason that the child can go and live as a stepchild in the house of another man. But the way you are raising the child today, ask yourself, can this child be a stepchild in the house that I'm going to live in? Stepchildren, most of you are burdens in relationship because of the things your mother told you. Some of you are very jealous. Some of you are having demonic attack. Some of you are demons. They are enjoying the loneliness of their mother. You see your son, when you sleep at night, then your son will come and enter into you. And now, Obana shower yase. Now, so we kuntuno. What they saw, what they saw, they just Jimiano. You are spoiling the boy. So when you go to your stepfather's house and they give you a room to sleep, Anado, now Obano bought me no dying. Me caught ya so I may do. Now Obano mano, Mommy, I can't sleep. Mommy, I can't sleep. Oh, There is something coming around. Mira Bipacho, Akola we sa no tie me na da sa nti ama onu nko da oso da ye bone. We de Mira me sro ba me nkoda ne nche me kwati asoro so ya koda oba ne nche. Wa wudi mo yi amoma awade enye de. Na hwan na ye. You live with your child like there's nothing else above him, above her. Let your child know that you will marry again. Let your child know that there's another man who can come back into your life. As I end today, remember, I walk prepared. And for that matter, I want you who is angry. I want you who wants to marry again. I want you who men keep coming your way and fighting them. Know that when I get up and I straighten my penis in the trouser, it means they are grown up every. This section was brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips. Your best chips for the season. Yesterday it was buy 3, get 1 free. It ended at 12 midnight. So if you go to Instagram and buy, you won't get anything. This is for the foreign market. If you want to buy in Ghana, we sell it in dollars for you. And this is for Ajen Kotoku local market. Lavender Hill. This is for us. Get one for yourself. Call me on 0277 609 644. Just buy one for yourself. They are proudly sponsoring my section with you. My friend, stepchild, how old are you? You are a young man, they brought you to my house. Your mother has not bought a car before. So you sit in trotro. But now I have a car. Will you learn to wash my car? Don't wash the car in anger, because some of you, when you start washing the car, it can't get a war. It like a bull, Jimmy. Then you put stones in the duster. Oh, you are not doing me. Wash my car for me. Your mother says wash the car. As a matter of fact, I don't want my car to be washed. I take it to the washing bay. But your mother says you can't be in this house and my car will go to the washing bay. Yes, you don't know how to wash the car. So your mother says, I should teach you. You are not my houseboy. You are my stepson. But use the opportunity of being married by your mother to change your destiny. People, don't change anybody's name. Don't change your stepson's, your stepdaughter's name to your name. When you change their name, you change their destiny. Let them grow in your house as squatting. And one day, the story will be told that this, your child, is different from other children. Why? Because they live with Mr. Lutrot. And he took care of him as a philanthropist, as a caretaker. You are not my son. You are not my daughter. But every available opportunity, because of your mother, I will give you. Don't hate me. I didn't stop your mother from marrying your father. As a matter of fact, your mother is too beautiful to marry a stupid man like your father. If your father knows how good your mother was, if your father really had a good plan for good sexual intercourse, you see your mother, since your mother came, look at your mother's skin. The skin has changed because my sperm is a cream. See your mother. Are you not happy the way your mother is talking now? Stepchild, before your mother came to my house, every morning when he wakes up, he will tell you something silly about your father. When your mother wants to give you one cedi, they will insult your father. But ever since your mother came to marry me, what is the difference now? Boy, be happy. Be happy for me that I have brought shine to your mother's life. If I didn't marry your mother, you will never be a child in the house of Councillor Lutrot. You can't even be close to my gate. Look, young boy, you are not qualified to be my gate man because you are not handsome enough. I hear you resemble your father. Your father is very ugly, and that is how you are studying. But look at your behavior in my house as a stepchild. As if to say you are doing me good because I'm married to your mother. Hey, Palumo, I have done some good favor to you by marrying your mother. Today, your mother is Mrs. Lutrot. But you see, I don't want people to think that you are my child, because look at my children. Their skin color shows that they are from a very good father like me. So you are mingling with them. Learn to live with them. But you have become exceptionally foolish. among all the children in my house. Before your mother came to join me as a wife with you, nobody hears a noise from my house. Ever since you came, see how the house has become. And when I talk, you get angry. And because I love your mother, I don't know what to do. Hear me. Young man, you are a stepchild. Behave as such. You are a stepchild. Behave as such. You are not the firstborn in this house. My first daughter is just 7 years. You are 17 years. You are 10 years older than my first child that you came to meet with your mother. But hear the story. This is not your father's house. This is not your father's house. You are not my firstborn. You are your father's firstborn and your mother's firstborn, but you are my stepchild. We have to tell you this for you to know your position. It is not a reminder to hurt you. You can bluff and leave my house. The fact that you are leaving my house doesn't mean your mother is going. Your mother is my wife and she will stay here forever. But if you love your mother, if you respect your mother, if you wish your mother well, behave well in my house so that what your mother is enjoying, you can also enjoy some. When you're living with your mother, she sells her cloth to pay your fees. Ever since she came to be a wife to me, did you hear her complaining about your fees again? I'm not paying your fees because I have too much money. The money I used to pay your fees, I can use to chase other girls. But because of you, I can't chase girls anymore. I give it to your mother to pay your fees. See the way you eat like a fool. See my children, 7 years, 3 years, 2 years. We cook one yam for 3 months. Ever since your mother brought you into this house, you eat like poto. One yam, we eat it 2 days. Do you see our budget is going up because of you? And when they say clean my car, you are misbehaving. When I come and they say come and open the gate, you are asking your mother. So if this man is rich, why would he get a gate man? Stupid boy. Will you get me as a father? I'm telling you these things because these are the real lifestyle in our homes. You don't respect your stepfather. Why? Why? Because you are older than his child. You are not my son. You can't be my son. I am not interested to become your father. I am your stepfather. Learn how to behave as a stepdaughter. As for you stepdaughters, there are times when we are nice to you, you think we want to have sex with you. Your vagina is too small. Look at your mother's vagina. That's where you came from. I'm enjoying it. When I fuck your mother's vagina, it makes noise. Toko, 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 toko. Your own. This small thing. I don't want you. So the fact that I'm being nice to you doesn't mean I want to have sex with you. You are my stepdaughter. Learn to respect. The fact that older men are sleeping with you in town doesn't make me one of them. Hear me. If one of my girlfriends met you and told you that I am your daddy's girlfriend, your stepfather's girlfriend, I am, and you are the same age, and you think that the fact that I'm fucking a 15-year-old girl and you are 15 years, you are equal to me. It is not your vagina I'm fucking. Your friend's vagina is what I'm fucking. Don't think you have an history that belongs to my past that you were told. So you want to come and disrespect me as your stepfather. Hey, if your father gets to look like me, like you live in a house where you have your own room, you are sleeping. Ever since you came to this world, do you have a room called your own? You are sleeping in the same room with your mother. Until I married your mother, you didn't have a room called girl's room. Nya boomo. Go here to Moshitolo. See your color. You are fair because you are an ewe. My children are dark because they are girls. Everybody knows you are not my daughter. But I'm forcing to make you a daughter. I am trying to let people understand that you are a stepdaughter. Behave well and respect. When your mother says, warm the food for me, warm it with smile. But you are warming it with hurt and bitterness in your heart. Did I sack your father? If your father was good like me, your mother could have still married him. Girls, boys, learn how to live as a stepchild. The environment is not nice because you are raised in Choco. Now you are in cantonment. Hey, it's difficult Choco to Cantonment, Nima to Cantonment, Abaneke. They take you to East Legon. You don't see human beings. It's cars. When you want to see him, you know how Choco life is. When you come out from that room, no, what? You know how school. That be, hey, I'm not fear Shian. Charlie, no, I'm going to go fame way. But in the area where I live, when you come out, you see car. Actually, if you want to go out, you walk like from where I'm standing here to like the overhead before you can get a car. If you don't do Uber, you can't leave my house. So we brought you to a new place. Your house, you are living with your mother. So you see, I've changed your life, my sister, my daughter, my wife, my stepson, my stepdaughter. Learn how to live in the house. I'm done here today on 0277 609 644. Most of the messages will not be nice to you, but I'm happy you are very, very angry this particular morning coming to watch me. Those of you who came to watch later, the way you have frowned your face, I'm encouraging you that keep frowning. It's your face that will look ugly and wrinkled, because when you are frowning, I'm smiling. You have the right to marry again with a stepchild, but ask yourself, the way I'm raising this girl, will she be comfortable in somebody else's house, not as a wife, but as a stepchild? The way my mother is raising the grandchild, will these children be able to go and live with me? Don't let your child destroy your happiness in marriage. What Rosalie said, that love your children above your husband, Jimmy Kasa. Ya come and not Hey, your children will go. You'll be left with your husband. So love your children and hate your husband. When the children go, come back and love me. 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. Let me see if I can read some messages here. I'll read only the unsensible ones. As for the sensible ones, thank you very much. You are speaking sense. I won't read it. If you insult me, they are the one I'll read. Yeah, you are happy I'm going to read your insults. As I read the first insult. Wow, this is so refreshing. Do you know what it is refreshing? The things I'm saying. Ghana for me, because I say, well, we are there. Oh, when you're correct. I have come to take your measurement. Hey. I have come to take your measurement. Who is that? Kojo Prince Garment. My measurement for Facebook is funny. Somebody says he has come to take my measurement. Why are you standing? Please, why are you standing to take my measurement? These boys are funny. But if you've come to take my measurement, call me right now. But right now, you're not calling me. I come on Facebook. Okay, this is my measurement. Can you see me? Take it. You have come. Take it. Well, thank you for watching. And let's put all the things we are saying into practice. It is not easy. It is not easy at all. On 0277 609 644. I'll see you again in the next hour on our treatment and the topic, how to marry a divorcee. Don't miss that topic too. You have to marry a divorcee. There are rules and regulations governing marrying a divorcee. And this is on another network. God bless you so much. I love you. But remember, the best thing to do for me is to buy a bottle of ginger honey chips. Call me on 0277 609 644. Let me say a big thank you to Bodyline Clothing for my outfit. And especially, Bodyline Clothing is located at the Accra Central in the Despite building. All my outfit is coming from them. And for this shoe, that Rolly saw the dog and the mouth is coming from Mr. Young. Powerful shoes. These shoes have worked in many countries. It's still the same as it is. Safety first. Get to Mr. Young at the Doris building. Circle. And mention my name. A discount is waiting for you. Those of you who want to sell the ginger, 0277 609 644. Remember, let me remind you again that those of us who want to contribute towards the cathedral, *797 *797# is the short code I think you can use to send to it. But I like us to go and pay direct. Join me to go and pay next week, Friday, tomorrow's week. We are marching to the place to go and deliver 100 Ghana cedis, 200 Ghana cedis to support His Excellency the President to build a cathedral for the Christian fraternity in Ghana. I'm happy you came. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. 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 Boom, bye, echo.